My name is Aiko. I am from Tokyo. I'm 23 years old. This is my story. I won a scholarship to study in Florida, far from my family, far from my country. When I arrived here, everything feels big and fast. Different faces, voices, food. Everything feels strange now. The airport was noisy. Signs were all English. People spoke very fast. I felt very small. I held my suitcase. My hands were shaking. "Be brave," I whispered. "You can do this." A man smiled kindly. "Welcome to Florida," he said. His voice felt warm. I smiled back quietly. I got a taxi. The driver talked nonstop. I just smiled, nodded, didn't understand most words. The city looked huge. Tall buildings, long roads, palm trees everywhere shining, and sky was blue. The car stopped finally in front of my dorm. My new home begins, alone but full hope. I opened my suitcase, put clothes in drawers. My room felt empty. Walls were clean, cold. I looked outside quietly. Students walked and laughed, all speaking fast English. I felt very nervous. At 9 a.m., it was my orientation. I followed the signs and walked to campus. Buildings were big, beautiful. Palms waved with wind. People smiled, talked fast. I smiled back shyly. A woman greeted me. "Are you Aiko?" she asked. "Yes, I'm Aiko," I said. My voice felt small. "Welcome," she said warmly. "Come meet other students." I followed her quietly. My heart beat fast. The room had students from Brazil, France, Korea. All looked a bit nervous, just like me today. A teacher stood smiling. "Welcome, everyone," she said. "You are brave. Remember that." Her words felt nice. She gave us folders, class schedules, maps, rules, explore, make friends, smile, she said with kindness. After orientation, I sighed. A big, deep breath. Okay, I can try. And smiled to myself. I walked around campus, saw the big library. Students sat with laptops. Everyone looked very busy. I wanted to explore, but felt a little scared. My English felt small. Words stuck in throat. Then I saw her, a girl with curly hair. She smiled and waved. "Hi," she said happily. I smiled back nervous. "Hi, I'm Aiko," I said. "Oh, I'm Emily," she answered. "Where are you from?" "Japan," I answered softly. Her smile grew bigger. "Cool! I love Japan," she said, very excited. We sat on a bench, talked about anime, food. She liked ramen, sushi. I laughed, felt relaxed. She spoke slowly, kindly. I understood almost everything. That felt so nice. A small, sweet victory. Emily asked, "First time here?" I nodded, smiled shy. "It's scary, but exciting," she said. "Me too." She showed me places, the cafe, The bookstore, the gym, the garden. I followed, feeling grateful. At sunset, we waved. "See you tomorrow," she said. "Yes, see you." I smiled and walked home smiling. Morning came. I hurried. First day of class. Books, pens inside bag. Heart beating very fast. I entered the classroom quietly. Many students already inside, talking, laughing, looking confident. I felt very small. The teacher smiled warmly. "Good morning. I'm Mr. Clark." His voice was soft. I felt more calm. He asked, "Where's everyone from?" People said, "Mexico, Brazil, Germany." I stood and said, "Japan." "I'm Aiko." "Welcome, Aiko." He smiled. Then class really started. We practiced simple conversations. "Hello, how are you?" I listened very carefully. Sometimes I understood everything. Sometimes my brain froze. But I kept trying. Mr. Clark wrote sentences. We repeated after him. My mouth felt strange, but I smiled anyway. Then we played a game. Match words with pictures, dog, house, tree, smile. It was actually fun. At break, Emily waved. "Come sit with me." I ran to her, feeling happy and safe. We talked about class. She said, "You did great." Her words made me proud. I smiled very big. After class, we walked. Emily showed me everything. The library, cafe, park. Florida is very sunny. We sat on a bench. Birds sang in the trees. "Do you miss Japan?" Emily asked me softly. "Yes, but I like here." I smiled, feeling honest. "It's hard but exciting." Emily nodded with understanding. She said, "I felt that. When I moved here first, everything felt too big, but it gets better." I felt hope growing. Talking was getting easier. Simple words, simple sentences, but they meant everything. She taught me new words. Cloud, flower, traffic, sunset. We pointed and repeated, laughing at small mistakes. Then we bought coffee. I ordered all by myself. Small coffee, no sugar. It felt like magic. Emily smiled and clapped. "See? You're doing great!" I laughed, feeling very proud. It was a big step. We talked for hours about school, family, dreams, different countries, same feelings. I wasn't alone anymore. "Walking home," I whispered. "Today, I made a friend." The sky looked brighter. My heart felt warm. The next day felt hard. I woke up very tired. My head felt heavy. I missed my family. Class felt too fast. Many words, many sounds. I couldn't understand everything. My heart felt small. The teacher asked questions. I stayed quiet and scared, afraid to say wrong, afraid to look dumb. I wanted to cry. Why is English hard? Why am I here? My hands started shaking. At lunch, I sat alone. No smile, no energy. I stared at my food, but couldn't eat anything. Emily came and smiled. "Hey, what's wrong, Aiko?" I looked at her, eyes full of tears. I don't understand today. Everything feels too difficult. I feel really stupid. Emily touched my hand. You are not stupid. Learning is hard sometimes. I felt like this, but it gets better. She said, Look around. Everyone feels the same. You are strong, Aiko. Don't give up, okay? Her words felt warm, like sunlight after rain. I took a deep breath and smiled, just a little. The next day was sunny. I woke up feeling better. Today, I will try. No fear, just try. At class, I listened. The teacher asked, Examples? I raised my hand. My heart was loud. I said, Apples are red. The class smiled kindly. The teacher said, Perfect. My face got warm. Emily gave me thumbs up. See? You are learning. I smiled, big and real. It felt like magic. At break, I practiced more. Simple words. Small sentences. A boy said, Hello. I answered, Hello, how are you? We talked about weather and about favorite foods. I said, I like sushi. He said, Me too. That small chat felt big, like opening a new door. Step by step, I grow. English felt less scary. After class, I walked home. The sky looked so blue. Birds were singing softly. I smiled the whole way. At home, I wrote this. Today, I spoke English. Not perfect, but brave. And that is enough. That night, my phone rang. It was my mom, from Tokyo, far away. I smiled, hearing her voice. She asked, How's Florida? I said, Big and different. Hard, but also exciting. She listened very carefully. I miss you, she said. I miss you too. But I am learning and getting a little stronger. I told her everything. The subway, the class, the words, the small wins, and my new friend, Emily. She said, I'm proud. Her words felt like hugs, warm, soft, full of love. My heart felt safe again. We laughed about small things, like American pizza sizes, and people saying, How's it going? I smiled the whole time. Before hanging up, she said, Remember, Aiko, be brave. You can do hard things, step by step, okay? I said, Yes, Mom. I will do my best. Thank you for everything. Thank you for believing. When the call ended, I sat in quiet peace, not sad, not scared, just full of quiet strength. I whispered to myself, You are not alone. You are doing great. Keep going, Aiko. Keep going. Next day, Emily texted me, Come hang out today? I said, Yes, sure. Felt nervous, but excited. We met at the station. She smiled and waved. You'll love this place. Trust me, she said. We went to a cafe. Bright lights, music, happy voices. Everything felt loud, busy, fun, but also a little scary. Emily ordered for both. I'll help, she smiled. You'll learn menu words fast. That made me relax. We sat by the window. talking, laughing, sharing small stories. She asked about Tokyo life. I asked about her family. She taught me new words: refill, receipt, to-go box. I repeated like a child, but felt proud learning them. A waiter smiled at me. "Your English is good." I smiled big and said, "Thank you. I'm learning." For the first time. I wasn't scared to speak. I wasn't scared to try. I felt brave. I tried. That day changed everything. I saw mistakes are okay. Learning is slow but real. Step by step, I grow. Walking home, I whispered, "I'm stronger than I think." Florida feels less scary now, and I believe in me. 1 month passed so fast. Florida now feels like home. Still hard, but not impossible. I smile more every day. I buy coffee by myself. I order food with confidence. I ask questions without fear. I even help new students. Emily is now my friend. We meet every weekend happily. We laugh, talk, and explore. I'm not alone anymore. At school, I feel proud. My teacher says, "Good job." Classmates smile and high-five me. I finally feel I belong. I still miss my family. I miss Tokyo's busy streets. But my heart feels bigger. It holds 2 homes now. I remember my first day, scared, quiet, almost cried inside. Now I walk with confidence and say, I can do this. Learning English is still hard, but now it feels exciting. Every mistake is a step. Every word is a win. I whisper, "Thank you, life, for this chance, this adventure." I'm proud of little Aiko and her brave, brave heart. This is not the end. It's just my new beginning. My story keeps going forward, and I believe in me. What did you think? Did you like Aiko's story? What part touched you most? Tell us in the comments below. If this story moved you, and if you enjoy emotional English stories like this one, please like the video, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more. Thank you for watching today. We are happy you're here. More stories are coming soon. So stay with us. Remember one big thing. Life is not always easy, but you are very strong, and your story is beautiful.